Hello, you're watching The Buzz with me, your host, Queen Vanda. Today with us, we have Brian Glowacki, right?
That's it.
Here at our studios at WCTV. Brian is going to be performing at Buzz's Play Productions here in Wareham in May 3rd. But before that, we're going to get to meet Brian and to know who he is, for you to know who he is, and to know exactly what you're going to be expected from him. Thank you. So stay tuned. Now, you say that you pride yourself that you grew up in the mean streets of Nantucket.
Yeah.
And I was reading that sentence over and over again, and I couldn't figure out. Maybe I had ideas of what that meant, but I want you to tell us. What does that mean for you?
Well, it's a rough place to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my brother had to share a jet ski. Like, we were really poor, you know, we had to...
Okay, I have to pay attention that you're a comedian.
Yeah, we were dirt poor. My parents stayed together. We only had one Christmas. It was really rough life over there. That's the joke. Like, there's nothing bad. I mean, growing up, nothing bad happens on Nantucket. So
yeah,
that's the joke. You know,
that's just
the
a joke.
Yeah.
Okay. But okay, so with that, because when I was reading it, and I completely forgot that you are a comedian, so I took everything seriously.
Yeah.
Because most comedians, when they're interviewed and they said, you know, why comedy? And they say, oh, I wanted to make lighter moments from tougher life experiences.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, like, okay, Brian is probably in comedy because he grew up in a very tough life, and he is trying to make the best of it.
Such a hard. We had to drive on cobblestones. We had all these rich people come to town. I mean, I definitely have some life experience, just like anybody else. That's, you know, that wasn't exactly great, but I had a great upbringing.
Yes.
I mean, I probably come at things from a different angle. I'm not a comic that's like sad about stuff, and I like to lighten people's moods. You know, that's why I'm in it.
Some of your clips. I mean, you take even our daily life situations,
right?
And you bring it a whole different kind of twist. And, you know, you were making fun about the mothers who keep telling their children to stay away from one side of the ocean.
Yeah, that like growing up, we see all those people at the beach and all these, you know, people come from all over the world to vacation in my backyard, basically, and they're crazy. People are crazy.
It's like, listen to us who have been here.
Yeah, they're like, lay out all their stuff, like just spread it. Like, this is our beach. This is where, like, we're claiming this. It's like, no, you have to share it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but why comedy?
Why not? I love it. I've wanted to do comedy since I was a kid. I was like the class clown and somebody who just like, you know, picked on everybody and got picked on or whatever. It was probably self-defense early on.
Yes.
Like you ever seen the movie 8 Mile? You know, like people instead of letting people pick on me, I just pick on myself first and became sort of a class clown and whatever, and always pulling pranks and having fun. So that's where it started, and I always wanted to be a stand-up comic or own an ice cream truck. But
why not an ice cream truck?
I haven't found one yet. I'll have one. I'll have one someday, but it's just not it's in the 5-year plan.
So what comedians have inspired you to help you really say, okay, I think this is the path for me?
As far as like influences, like I would say Don Rickles, even though he's like 100 now. Yeah. He was probably somebody that I saw. I was like, oh, he makes fun of his friends. Yes. Like that's what those old roasts and stuff. He was just making fun of his friends, and that's what we do. We just give each other a hard time. Okay. That's a Massachusetts thing. Yes. To like, you know, just give each other a hard time. Hey, jerk! When you walk into a room, like, hey, stupid, and your friends. It's not like that anywhere else in the world. Yeah. So I would say like Don Rickles, and then. I like snuck and watch Eddie Murphy Raw, like when I wasn't supposed to when I was a kid. So I would be like, you know, reciting those things. Jim Carrey in Living Color. Yes. And then, like once we got HBO in my house, and what we weren't supposed to, I was watching Def Comedy Jam. Like I was like up at night, like hoping my mom didn't like hear swears coming out of my room and stuff like. So Bernie Mac was like a huge influence. People like that, and then.
But what about their comedy? Do you think is it because they were making fun of their friends or their surroundings?
I think that they were just very sure of themselves.
Okay.
And I liked that.
All right.
As a kid growing up, we're all, what are people going to think? And, people are going to, I shouldn't say this. And then I see these people on TV that just say whatever they want to say.
And you want
And I'm like, I want to be that guy. I want to be that guy that just says whatever he wants and people like him for it.
Now, do you find it, because you're a comedian now, and you're a professional comedian now, so you're not like, just somebody out there screaming, I'm a comedian. But do you find it that people are not taking you seriously?
No.
Since you're a comedian.
I think people take me more seriously.
Okay.
I feel like as comedians we deliver it we just tell it how it is. We don't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
This is the way it is.
Now,
take it or leave it.
I know that some of your topics to talk about you draw from your own life experience.
Definitely.
So does it mean people in your life are kind of, all right, let me be as good as I could be before I end up in Brian's stage?
Well, you'll like people. Yeah, that's like a comedian's worst thing is people will go like, oh, don't use this in your little skit.
Yes.
And you're like, I'm not going to. I don't care that you got groceries today. That's not funny to me. But if you broke up with me, we're talking about it. If you broke my heart or if you did something stupid in front of me, we're gonna talk about it. That's just how it is. But people are like, oh, here's something you can use in your skit. We hate that. Comedians, stop. America, Wareham, who's ever watching, stop it. You can use this if you want to. I'm not gonna. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care about your stupid life.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so for your upcoming show here in Wareham, right, May 3rd, what kind of topics should we be expecting to hear?
Oh man, all sorts of new stuff. I'm working on a new hour. Mm-hmm. I just had this hour that I made, and then I have done it. And now anybody that's going to see me has probably seen it. So now I want to work on some new stuff.
Okay.
So I am talking about the trip that I've been on tour since October 4th.
Yes.
So I went to the Midwest.
Yes.
I'm going to be making fun of people from the Midwest. I'm picking on those people. I was in Florida for a month. I went to Disney World with my girlfriend and her 2 kids, and that was an experience that I'll be definitely talking about.
Yes.
I'm probably going to pick on the Cape.
Okay.
I like to poke a little fun at the Cape every time I'm down here, if I get a chance to. So I always say that the Cape is like. Remember The Lion King? Have you seen that movie?
Yes.
When I was a kid, my dad held me up and was like, ah, and I was like, what's that, Dad? He was like, that's Cape Cod. You must never go there, like the elephant graveyard. That's what it is to us.
Really?
No.
No.
I love the Cape. Just kidding.
Yes. All right. So you're gonna be at the Cape, and instead of just doing your show, we have tons of things going on here.
Like what?
Like Walk for Hunger. Were you looking to participate?
Walk for Hunger?
Walk for Hunger.
I did a walk for Hunger. I did the one in Boston, the big one.
Yes. Project Bread, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how I got recruited to do this. This is the part that didn't make sense to me. It's like 20 miles, right? 20. Yeah. So it's a Walk for Hunger.
Okay.
No, this was 20 miles. The one I had to do was 20 miles long. But halfway through, this is what doesn't make sense to me. They give everyone snacks.
Well, to make sure to say thank you.
Here's an idea. Take all that food and give it to hungry people, and don't make fat people walk 20 miles. Maybe do that. I got a business idea too for the end of Walk for Hunger. You want to make some money?
All right.
Foot rubs. Just massaging feet at the end of Walk. You could make $1,000 easy.
Forget the snacks.
Yeah. I don't need they gave us chips, they gave us sandwiches and everything. I'm like, pack it all up, give it to somebody that needs it, and I'll stay home and watch television and stay fat. That's all I need to do.
Please, people, come in to see the show. So on that note, thank you so much for coming to our studios.
Absolutely.
I mean, I had a lot of time just talking to you, so I cannot wait to see the show.
You better be there.
Show, so Brian is going to be performing at Buzzards Bay Play Productions on May 3rd. For more information, you can visit the Buzzards Play Production website, which I'll put a link down there so you can go and see Brian. Thank you for watching The Buzz with me, your host, Quinn Banda. Please tune in next week for more Buzz. Until then, keep safe. Thank you.